inside the 25.
Going. A gain of 26 more yards. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Lions,
so not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Stafford. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
Out for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Able to connect with Mims.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
Falcons. Denzel Mims. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Throwing is Stafford. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do.
Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, here's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert. And he's going to go down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Play action. It's Herbert. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
Hey, 54.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. It's complete to Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Lions.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier. Jared Davis on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Squeeze. Nice, sweetheart. Buffalo 18. He's coming.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On second down, here's Herbert. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Falcons 35, Lions nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
For the Falcons.
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Stafford now to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Stafford on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
First down, Detroit.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Carrier for the Lions.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Falcons' 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
This is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great 2015 season. I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Airing it out, looking for... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one, as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2nd and 15.
I got you. Hey, Smash, 51, Mike, 51. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Right here, guys. Fight.
Herbert off of play action. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's put that team on the box.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Mike 40. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 60 Maverick.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ito Smith, his first carry. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Stafford. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. At the Lions.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. The 20. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And one of the whistles for timeout.
Brought down.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
You want this? Mike 51, Mike 51. All day.
They run. This is Cohen. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Today's final score.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.